All right. Hmm. Good morning to those in the U.S. We are ready to get started on a brand new campaign. We're running through the worlds of Drakkenheim. Very excited about how this is going to go. And um, it will certainly be fun as we get into the cosmic horror aspect of everything that's happening. You'll begin to meet some of our characters as they determine what to do with to achieve some of their mysterious goals. And if anyone is interested, Dungeons Drakkenheim is a amazing open-ended campaign in which you can take any set of character goals and what they want to do, and then it kind of works, gives you amazing tools to work in and around the city and world in order to achieve those and change it to your will. So we're going to be playing that today, and it started here. Outside the inn at the city of Atwood, we find ourselves watching many a person walk through. People have ways of covering themselves, and Atwood, of course, the action never really stops. It's a very busy town. People are moving to and fro, but of course, some have taken shelter from the rain here in Atburg, and it is the largest city, or really the closest large city to Drakkenheim. So many who would be traveling there stop here to seek work. Atburg itself is dominated mostly by beige houses boasting very strong brown wood framing, roofs made of strong shingles, and the streets all are cobblestone or other stone that has been found. Those moving through find it easy. Mud isn't here, and thus is a really good stop for merchants, those with heavy wagons, to load up and move out. And as we move into our tavern, we see a man in is about his mid 40s. He's got shoulder length brown hair. About shoulder length brown hair, just under a leather cap. His slightly shabby woolen traveler's jacket, well-worn slacks, and he has documents ahead of himself as we see him over the shoulders of three individuals. He begins talking and goes, all right, well, I'm mighty glad that all you three of you are interested in helping. I run my company here. We'll say friendly, but rather by the book. Amblewood Village is in need of supplies, and I am in need of some, you can say, security to help me get there. My crew has up and left, leaving me in a bit of a lurch, but that does not mean my practices need to go hindered. So I might simply ask you um, how the three of you meet each other. How'd you come to be here? I'd just like to know a little bit more about y'all before we enter into our business.
Um, well, the pay is good, right? Like, you're good for it?
I am good for it. Since you're asked, I'll let you know. I should have said up front. I do apologize. My manners. Maybe this coat has shorted out a little bit as he sips a hot drink. Smells like some type of tea, very herbal, as he lets it drink down the warmth of his throat. Um, he goes, I'm willing to pay each of you 25 gold.
That's decent. As to your question, I met this one, and she'll motion to her tree-like friend. When we came out of the meteor, when it struck, I woke up here, and he was next to me, and it was like we were coming.
So you were in Drakkenheim when the meteor fell?
Well, we weren't in Drakkenheim, but we woke up close by
Oh, I see.
when it went through the sky. And then my other friend over here and his cohort, well, they heard the truth, and obviously they joined our path.
I see. A lot of people selling truth around here, and in Jackenheim, I'm sure you'll find you'll have a bit of competition. I think.
I like competition.
Hmm.
My name is Wisp, by the way.
Oh, of course, Whisper. I am Aaron Marlowe.
Nice to meet you, Aaron.
Uh, Very good. Anything else others of you would like to add? You could describe your characters as well.
I'll start. Wisp, you see, is a fairy. She is about, how tall is she? She is 3'4". She has a charcoal gray colored skin. Her wings are kind of moth-like wings. Her hair is very long and silver. She has a little spectral unicorn horn coming out of her head. That's kind of this palish, pale green and pink. And then she has these orange, almost radiant, glowing eyes. She has a little collar around her neck and a feather on her ear, and just in this very simple black dress, and carries a hand axe on her side and just this little, it looks almost like a flower as like a holy symbol, and it's the same color as this you see Priest Redflow in, this pale green and this pink.
Dude, but Hero Forge says it's lavender and mint.
Lavender and mint. For all those color entrepreneurs out there.
Very good. Then, Aiden, if you can, do you want to grab brunch?
Yes. Also, I might end up changing the name, but that's the only thing I can come up with. Branch is just looks like, when he's like motionless, almost looks like a regular tree. But he has like certain parts of his body are like scorched from flames, as if he was once part of like a forest fire and was burnt a bit. The few leaves he has remaining all like still carry the embers and are constantly like ever so slightly burning and have like sparks as he sways in the wind or moves, sparks slightly fly off him. Um, yeah, he's done amalgamation of wood that kind of walks around. Sometimes using so usually goes on all fours to when he's trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
Dark brown oak with charred bits all over.
Oak tree. Nice.
Nice. Anything in particular about your characters?
Yes, before I forget all the details. All right. Both are of a human build. Priest Redflow in particular is about say 6'5". Both of them are clad in hoods. Bright Shot, the cohort, has flowing robes that conceal most of their body, while Redflow wears chainmail. I mean, in the icon it's plate mail, but I haven't gotten that yet. Shield and longsword. Redflow has somewhat of a stilted stride due to past injuries. And a deep voice. And on their back is a banner that bears the emblem of Wisp. Alright, that's all I could get out of my brain face hole. So, I'll leave the mystery to that. I tried.
Good to go.
I hope the minis detail makes up for more than what I said.
Well,
Oh, and but and the cohort is 5'7". My bad. All right, now I'm done. Shutting up.
well, very good. Well, I have to say, your types, fortune seekers, missionaries, people trying to make their own way and spread their own truth, has been good for my business. So I'm not going to naysay any of you, though I may not subscribe to your particular way of thinking.
You should really think about it. I mean, it's really not that hard. Like, it's a lot about self-empowerment and finding your own inner strength. And I mean, some people like to say there's a scheme involved because I charge a little bit of money for, my information. But it's all information that helps you in the long run.
Right. Well, I don't mind people who charge for nothing. Like, that's straightforward, actually. Unlike some who might get you in and then charge you later, but for me, I'd say it is important that I remain as my official capacity as neutral as possible, so that I am here to sell and serve those who believe all types of things. So I think I'll remain that way.
Understandable.
Absolutely. Well, as I said, we're bound for Amberwood. It's only about 5 miles south of that dark city. I want to enter there. Those of you who want to go, y'all are crazy. I don't know what would make anybody want to visit that accursed place, honestly. But I'm glad y'all are. It's a regular boomtown over there in Amberwood. At least once more. Really, they had seen so much sadness in the immediate issues afterwards, and of course with the Civil War, and now it's just happened.
So are we bringing supplies or retrieving supplies and bringing them back here?
We're bringing them.
Okay.
They need all types of things over there, and I have my orders and all.
How far into the city do we have to go?
Well, we're not going to Draken. We're going to Emberwood, but we'll be going
Oh.
right in there, and I'll be in Emberwood for maybe a week or two, selling and making sure all my wares get to the right places. Of course, once we're there, you're free to do what you need to do, and I tell you, if really, Emberwood can't really produce its own supplies. Still so close to the city, and really relies on outside ones. And I do have to say, the Sacred Flame, specifically a woman by the name of Flamekeeper Hannah. She's the one that provides most of the seed funds for caravans to get there. Coming in, her money kind of buys everything, and then I just pay her back what out of my profits. She really makes it the most profitable. That's why I say, it's up to you, but they don't. Sacred Flame, well, I guess it's a flame, likes to burn that which doesn't, I think, quite agree. Though, I mean, they're friendly enough.
Good to know.
So you're interested in going right to Drakkenheim then afterwards?
Well, we might make a stop in Emberhold for a couple nights. See if we can find out some more information about this place.
Yeah. Well, if that is such, I'd be happy to introduce you to a friend of mine. They run a supply company there in Emberwood. They sell equipment, and I imagine they would have some type of advice for you. I know they've made a little bit of business themselves to get most of the information they can, helps get repeat customers, as that's a problem there. So, yeah, we'll get on going. You'll see it's kind of interesting as we'll get close. Within about 100 miles of that city, nothing will grow. So that's why they need all the supplies brought in. It's quite an interesting place. You wouldn't think that anyone could survive, but they stuck it out. And those who did out there, they make a pretty penny, that's for sure.
Well, then I suppose we should hit the road.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anything else before y'all get going?
Let us make haste before the sun sets.
All right, Mr. Redblow.
All right. Red Flo with a voice like that. Well, let's go.
You don't want to see him when he's angry.
I'll keep that in mind. After get on the road here, and after 2 weeks traveling on the road, the countryside turns dreary and desaturated. It doesn't seem that color is the same. Even among your brightly colored lavender, it just seems like the air itself sucks color out of it. You pass many abandoned villages. What the lapid. Mhm.
Yeah, as we're traveling and we're starting to see this, and Wisp is going to bend down and just try druid crafting just to watch to see if she can bring anything or what happens if it does.
You bend down and your magic goes to the ground and a flower sprouts, and as your effect just sort of ends where you normally go to pick it, It turns black and crumbles instantly.
I don't like this place, Branch.
Let us be swift.
Yeah.
As there's this um drawing the cannon, the wagons. You're all the ones who wanted to come here. It's going to be like this as long as you're in this area.
Understandable. I just didn't realize how much affected this place the meteor fell or whatever happened to the land. It's really sad.
Oh yeah.
This place, it brings painful memories.
I don't understand that.
What do you think of this, Branch?
I missed a lot of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, Branch has been caught in the echo chamber of doom.
Um, the countryside is dreary and desaturated. You're passing many abandoned villages with dilapidated homes, crumbling farmsteads, and sallow, empty fields. Forests of dead trees. Thorny brambles and harsh scrub grass are all that grow along the mud-slick road. Drizzling rain fills most of the days here. The wind howls at night. Aside from the creaking wagon wheels, you hear only the cawing of crows.
Yeah, Branch does look like incredibly upset at the fact that there's no living vegetation. And like you can see in his face, it's just like a general state of concern and overall like depression. Looking at like for each tree you pass by that's just dead.
Redflow's gonna, or Wisp is gonna fly up to Redflow as we're traveling.
She seemed like, you know, I'm pretty sure those are all Branch's cousins.
Anything else?
I think we just continue on.
Even though you're here, it's still a few days' travel to Emblewood.
Oh, I do have a question. How are we traveling? Are we traveling by foot or a cart or another method?
There's a wagon going, but you mostly walk alongside the wagon.
All right. For flavor wise, Redflow will be up front, keeping pace with it. Scanning the horizon for any threats that may befall us.
It's too quiet. It's never been this quiet. I don't like this.
I could sing a song.
As you get to one afternoon here, there is a gentle man who comes up to the road in front of you, stands in the middle, almost jumps, and they have to pull back on the reins. Comes to a stop. He goes, "Oi, oi! Hold there, friends. You're traveling on a royal road, eh? In these troubled times, it falls to loyal servants like ourselves." And as he speaks, four others come out from the ditches, carefully hidden, to keep these highways free of reprobates and outlaws, eh? I'm afraid we'll need to collect a fee to ensure your safe passage to the capital, eh?
That could happen. Or you could all listen to me and hear the words of wisdom I say and join in a new lightning that will fill your pockets full of gold by spreading the knowledge and wisdom to help and teach others about self propagation and self recommendation. And Wisp is just going to start going off into this whole tangent of totally just like bullshitting.
Make a persuasion check.
Red Fool has his hand on his longsword ready to draw it, but
I'm going to
unless
cast
they've
guidance
got
on myself.
he'll make no move. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're good. Oh, yep, no. It's going to go well. That is a 6.
No. Right. Listen. You wish to bring enlightenment to others coming forward, maybe in Drakkenheim themselves. Those monsters could sure hear some stuff, and there are all types of reprobates and people who would be very good to hear all of what you have to offer, right? So I'm sure those in Amberwood will love it as well. But we need to maintain the roads. We need to maintain safety for people like yourself, so that good news can travel. Now, we're not trying to stiff arm anybody. We're not trying to make it too crazy. Just everyone traveling on this here road needs to pay 25 gold each. So I see four of you. It's 25 gold from each. And you can be on your way. And we can keep these roads safe for people like you.
Mr. Redflow,
I have a question. Since but Wisp here was keeping them preoccupied with small talk, could Redflow have tried and discreetly investigate to see if they actually are supposed to be here, as in, they're actually royal guardsmen collecting attacks or bandits, brigands?
How would you like to figure that out?
Would we have any sort of notes? Would they have any sort of insignias that could be identified?
Yeah. If you try to look for something like that, make a perception check.
All right. You know how I am with those. All right, let me get my die real quick. I have the nice metal dice that I think you got me. Somewhere. Know what? Let's just roll on D&D Bound for a moment, because I do not want to hold up my friends. Oh my goodness. I got a nat 20 for 24.
Okay. Looking at these, they have some armor, but all of it is kind of pieced together. Some of it doesn't quite fit. And you could even say some have like different embroidered names on it, as though it was maybe stolen from various people. And there's nothing that unifies them as different colors, nothing that would indicate that these would be royal guards or that they'd have any official capacity.
Tell me, if you are royal guards, then where's the banner that unifies you?
Oh, it's raining. We didn't want to get it wet, that's all.
Make peace with your gods.
And then Red Flow draws his longsword.
These are no royal guards.
Oh, these are... Okay. We're fighting.
All right. Roll initiative. Then I don't think your character got in there, Zane, so I have to get a manual one for you.
6. I'm not going first. I just merely pointed out what's happening. And I believe my sidekick, cohort, companion can go either before or after me, but otherwise they share the same initiative. So I don't have to worry about that.
All right. And by the way, today our stuff's going to be Theater of the Mind. We'll get into the others, and we'll have maps up for the other coming weeks. Actually, oh yeah, no, we'll go right into it. All right. Ooh. This works. All right, Aiden, you there?
Yeah, sorry, I have to, because I can't be on StreamYard and D&D Beyond at the same time, so I had to do that to roll initiative.
No worries. No worries. All right. So, first things first, then.
The dice gods love and hate me, apparently.
Like looking at this. Yeah, first things first. The one talking is going to immediately approach Wisp, closing the distance, and unleashes their blade. Kind of gives a yip yip sound and jumps and is coming down kind of at a downward angle immediately. Once they see the sword, like they're just going right there, like, I should have took the deal. And first things first, 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Misses and then puts their foot out, begins turning around to take a second hit down to your midsection for a 19 to hit.
Yep.
That is 6 slashing damage. And as they slice that, they use the resistance to pivot themselves, anchor down, pulling you slightly down, and then taking the blade up your back for a 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Seeing this, the one directly behind them runs up and has a large mace. Oh, right. As the main goes, oh, get him, Mud. And Mud attacks Wisp for 17.
Yep.
That's 6 bludgeoning damage. And takes a second hit for a natural 20.
Yep.
That is going to be
Sorry, was that attack on me?
no. This is
Okay, cool.
wisp.
Sorry, I had to check something on my character sheet.
And that's 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And Branch, it's your turn.
All right. Bronze is just gonna kind of like look up from a state of trance as he was like pondering what to do about like all the vegetation dying, and he's just gonna like Groot just like grow vines up from the ground and just entangle two of them. They're restrained as like a bonus action. They're restrained till the end of my next turn.
Nice.
And then I will use my action to cast.
So
Bark
do they get
Skin
a
on
do they
myself.
get a save for the restrain?
No.
Wait, is it if you hit them?
It might be. I'm pretty sure it just said I restrained them.
What ability is this?
Let me check the ability.
Is this from Mandrake? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I think your audio cut out. Okay. Are you there, Aiden? Oh, Josh, you know what they were trying to do? Or
I can look real quick.
oh, I see it now. Entangling vines. Okay. I see how it works. Perfect. Hey, hey.
All right, sorry about that. I figured out how it works. They're not restrained. Their movement's just 0, and they can disengage to get out of it.
That sounds correct. All right, perfect. All right, so which one did you put that on?
I'm gonna do it on the 2 that are further away, so that way they can't move up to us.
It's one creature.
The 2 furthest away. At level 3, you get to choose an additional ability,
Oh.
like a season, and I chose Autumn, which allows me to choose 2 creatures.
I see it. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So those are going to be 2 that are furthest away, you said?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I like that. Anything else?
Action, cast Bark Skin on myself, and that's it.
Then Wisp.
Wisp is not like where she's at. So she's going to action disengage. Movement, fly 30 feet away. Turn back and be like, "You'd never asked for consent to hit me. And this is what you... So I'm going to hit you in return." And she's going to spiritual weapon bonus action. And you're going to see magically reliquary bleeds appear. And they're going to start swinging around. And they're going to make an attack. Nope. That's a 9. A 9 to hit.
Yeah, that will not hit.
No. She goes, "Ah, crap!" And yeah, that will be my turn. As she just hides in the back.
That's, okay. Then you went 30 feet up. As the one, as the guy yells like, "Right, Mildred, get her!" And the woman picks up and fires a heavy crossbow at you. Only for 8 to hit.
Nope.
So you fly, avoiding it. And priest reflow.
Red flow.
Red flow.
Who's right by me?
You're a little bit away. I think probably the closest would be the ones that surrounded and had flanked Wisp.
All right, guess that's who I'm going for. I'll have my cohort go first and try and strike the guy making all those fancy flourishes.
All right.
And of course, I get in that one.
Ooh. Yeah, he flourishes, blocks you with his blade. Come now.
I think it just goes wide because it's a magical bolt, unless he's that skilled, which I guess he is. All right, I'll try and hit him then. Sure hope I roll well. I believe that is a 17 to hit.
A 17 and oh yeah, that hits.
Yay, bonus action. I have hit him. I am going to use, where is this? Staggering strike. Is he large or smaller?
Smaller than large.
Alright, I need him to make a Constitution saving throw. Or be incapacitated.
Ooh, natural 1.
Yes! Let me roll my damage. Ooh. 11 damage. I rolled a 6 and I have a +5 because I'm a duelist.
Nice.
Alright, so he's clearly distracted by the Eldritch Bolt. So while he's deflecting that, I go under and stab him in the armpit. Preventing him from being able to do anything.
Nice. Ah!
And I do not believe that there's anything else I can do. So that will be it for me.
Good job, Red Flow. Show them the whispers of enlightenment.
All right. They changed their there's 2 more that continue to aim at you. That is a 14.
Miss.
Next crossbow bolt. Man, just a 5.
Miss. I'm protected.
That goes to the captain here. Okay, what's all the details on the incapacitated?
Looking that up right now, sir. Can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, but how does it end, if at all?
Let me look for you, my good sir. Alright, imagine if that was just a perma. That'd be awful, but no.
Until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
The
I was
end of
looking for it.
wait, yeah, until the start of my next turn. What he
Yeah.
said.
Absolutely. All right, he's incapacitated. Not do anything. You are right there. So I guess they're gonna put themselves so they can flank you, priest.
Can
They're
he
gonna
flank if his buddy can't do anything?
He won't get advantage because of flanking, but he will positionally. He's flanking.
Yeah, I get it. He'll get it when his buddy's not incapacitated.
Yeah, though he does get advantage because he has pack tactics.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, he doesn't get it because incapacitated. You're right. Just straight up.
Yay!
Natural 1.
Blocks
23
it
to
with
hit.
shield. Said 23?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
All right, that's 4 bludgeoning damage. It goes. Looks like at least one of them knows how to fight. This is the one. Girls, get that fairy down. And Branch, it's your turn. Oh, Branch is not here, so we're gonna have to continue. Wisp, go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't like them shooting at me either. So, first I am going to. Oh, how big is this? 30 feet. Are they all within 30 feet of each other? The ones in the back and the front.
Yeah, I would say the back are probably closer, and these ones, they might just be within 30 feet of each other.
Okay. I am going to then cast Bane on the 2 in the back and the one that's in the front that is incapacitated.
Okay,
So charisma 14.
got it. The one incapacitated fails. The 2 in the back here. Both fail.
Ha! And this dark light kind of goes around them, and she goes, "See, you should have joined me, because now you're cursed!" And then she smacks the one incapacitated guy with her reliquary for a 21
That's gonna hit.
or 10 force damage as the beads spin up and just slap him in the face.
Nice. Very good. All right. One's in the back. It's gonna go ahead and fire their crossbow at you.
D4 minus.
Not yet. You got 2 of the ones in the back. There's a third one in the back.
Oh, that's okay.
This is the one that doesn't have it. Natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is, wow, really low damage. 5 piercing damage.
I'm still up.
Barely.
Yep, barely, but she's just like, I tell you all, I am blessed.
That's so awesome because their damage on that was D10, so they rolled 2
Yeah.
D10 for you. Oh my goodness! All right. So stay that priest. Go ahead.
Cohort, get him while he can't do anything. Nope, they rolled a 4. Alright, my turn. Does 20 hit?
Yes.
Alright. Bonus action, make me that save again, please.
You got it.
-4.
That's true. They got a natural 1. Yeah, describe what you do.
11 more slashing damage. At this point, I think I have like my longsword like against his throat.
Okay, very good. Anything else?
No, if 11 damage does not down him, I'm not. I mean, I guess I could, wait, was the guy that's incapacitated standing by?
What?
Nope, never mind, it doesn't matter. That'll be my turn.
All right. Now it's the baned ones. They're gonna fire at Nixel. All right, let's see what happens. That will ultimately miss. Second one. Okay, they got a 19 minus 1 on the D4 for 18.
That will hit, and then she'll fall.
Yeah. That's 9 damage. Whoom. You fall where you are, immediately taking a death fail for falling. Yeah, both of them. Okay, so seeing you do that, immediately the one in the back there is going to run up, taking out a dagger and yelling, "You don't want to see this one dead? I'd pay up." The other one's incapacitated. Priest, you see one of the ones that were nearby does the same thing, move to Nixel's body here, have their blade there, and they're holding their action to deal. This would be if they would hit her, they would deal a death blow to her, instantly killing her. Pay the money now.
I came in at a very intense part. I heard death blow. What happened?
And Branch, it's actually your turn. So what has happened is Nixel has fallen, has gotten a failed death save because they hit the ground. The person here, they've been trying to get the gold from all of you, now has their mace over their head, holding their action to crush her skull if you do not pay up immediately.
So that was the guy.
Look at the guy we're with and just. I guess I'll just look at the guy that we're with and just be like, pay the man.
All right, so someone's got to get them money, or they're going to do this. Okay. So who do you tell to pay?
The guy that, because we're with that guy who gave us the quest in the first place, right?
There you go. It's coming out. Y'all pay.
We'll discuss that later.
So, I mean, if that's the agreement, then he'll throw 100 gold.
If I'm not out of initiative, my prepared action would be to fight the guy if they backstab us. The
Okay.
guy that I haven't.
We're not out of initiative just yet, but yeah.
All right, that's my intent then.
I'll come to your turn. With that, I think a few things are going to happen here. The gold gets paid. They will back off. And healing potion's going to get from your employer. He has 2 on him. You see as he opens up his cloak, takes 1 out, and will immediately feed it to Nixel. And they go, "Thanks for keeping the road safe," as they take their leave of you.
Priest Redflow is going to take a bottle and allow the blood from their longsword to drip into it before sealing it. And then we'll hand it to Wisp.
For later.
That's 6 HP, Wisp.
Did we win? I'm guessing how I'm looking, we did not win.
Unfortunately not.
Those guys were a little more trained than expected.
And then Wisp was gonna fly over to Priest Redflow's cultist and be like, "Next time the arrows are flying at me, you're supposed to jump in front of me. What do you think you're here for? This is
And then she's gonna be like, Mr. Redflaw, you're supposed to train your man. Remember? I told you. The only way he can come is if he takes my arrows.
Understood.
And you're the guy here. He goes, well, now, y'all tried to protect what was here. Listen, you just cost me 100 gold. It's what I was paying you for. Listen, we'll get the rest of the way, and I'll make sure y'all get 5. Sound fair?
You can keep mine. I mean, we kind of failed you.
Well,
I will forego
And
my
you did.
pity.
And you did feed me a potion.
okay.
It's
It's
understandable.
mighty honorable of you.
Don't worry, Karma comes around, I hear. As she
Let's-
turns her head back a little as they
Well.
fly down the road.
Then let's make sure we get. Well, we'll do all very best to make sure we get to Emberwood together, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else you'd all like to do?
Is there any chance we could take our break right now? Because if we do after, I'll be good back like on my computer and everything.
Yeah, it's actually about that time anyway.
Understandable.
Let's go ahead and take that break. We'll be back in a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
All right. So we saw they officially thought it was in the evening.
Yep.
There we go. Makes sense. So not too crazy. Yeah, no. There we go. The other branch.
Sorry, I just got back home.
No worries. Just got in here. Then, hey, we have a chance. I don't think you got charged because of you signed up after the start time. If you could custom, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. All right. So we're in the aftermath of your stuff here. Anything you'd like to do?
We should be very more careful if the roads are going to be like this.
Yeah, at least a lot more ready for direct conflict.
Yeah. How far do we have more to travel?
There's going to be a few more days.
All right.
Well, get a rest. We'll continue.
Yes.
All right. And in that case, all of you can get your long rest. And you can have any conversations you'd like.
Oh boy, 4 HP.
Wisp needed that.
Yeah, some of us were a little more hurt. Red Flow.
Red Flow took a short rest and then proceeded to be vigilant, taking shifts with Bright Shot for the night. That's how I'm gonna flavor it.
Hey, Branch. Oh, Aiden's laptop just died.
Oh, jeez.
Brunch. Anyone
Oh
home?
man, Bron's got a hard day. Hard day.
Brunch. Anyone there?
I'm so sorry.
Good.
Hey, Branch.
She kind of looks over and grunts.
So this might be weird, but where I'm from, the trees that I met before, most of them are related. Are you related to the trees that we're walking by?
In a sense, we're not all the same tree. I mean, some of them are different types of trees than I was, but
But
I
they're
feel
like your
connected to
family.
all nature. Exactly. I just feel connected to it all.
You think there's something we can do to help this place?
Trying to figure that out myself. What would be the best course of action to revitalize it? I wonder if it's just the soil, lack of rain, or something more.
Maybe it was that meteorite falling. Maybe it really did do something.
I would feel like that's a safe assumption. And what do you mean by all your trees were related to each other?
Oh, you mean where I'm from?
Yes.
Well, the few trees I did speak to, most of them were related to each other, they said. I didn't talk to many trees, though. They didn't like to talk back.
Sorry, my dog's playing with a dog toy like right next to me. What'd you say?
I didn't. Most of the trees didn't really talk back to me, though.
Then how'd you know they were related?
Because I have a big family, so I just assumed.
So you have no idea whether or not the trees are related. You just guessing.
Yeah? I do that a lot. Normally I'm right most of the time, and even if I'm wrong, I tell people I'm still right. But I like you, so I'll let you in on the hints.
That is good to know.
Yes.
Well, seem to all get a taste of some of the people that are around this place.
They should maybe really think about hiring actual patrol guards to patrol the roads. And people like that wouldn't be there.
If there was a government, who would be hiring them?
Well, you said that Flamekeeper Hannah. She could hire them.
The flame is. The flame's interests. Well, you'll find out. But while they are here, they have their headquarters isn't here in Westeron,
Oh,
and the Northern nations, I guess, faith you might say, though popular among everybody, it is unifying. But let's just say they, even their resources aren't. They don't have a whole god, and frankly, If they did bring their armies here, I imagine they wouldn't necessarily give it back to the citizens here.
That's probably true.
So believe me, there's been rumors of that people may move in to take over this area sooner than you think. It wouldn't be good for anybody. We don't need another war.
No. War is normally bad. And I don't think this land could handle more war. It's already hurting enough.
Yeah. That's why, like I said, the money she does give usually, makes funds for us to hire some guards, but
You
like I
said
said,
rumors about war coming. Any ideas of like what factions would be interested in starting that war?
not so much. Well, the Knights of the Civil Order. Rumors are they've camped outside the city.
That's good to know.
Some say they might be there to burn Drakkenheim to the ground.
Oh, kind of like start over.
Maybe, but again,
Can't really start over until you fix the problem in the first place, though.
It's true.
Yeah, all they would be doing would be like hurting a lot of people and not really fixing anything.
Something like that. I mean, it's all big for mine. Like I said, I just try to take advantage of the money while it's here.
You have the easy job.
I do. I do. During this time, the three of you make perception checks.
Six.
Does my core have does my cohort count? They have -1 perception.
Sure.
All right, I got me my 2 dice. Oh my goodness! I got another nat 20 and a 7. 24 and 7.
Okay.
I got the net 20 on the wedding die. Let's go.
Nice. You see, three humanoid shapes approaching your campsite. The darkness.
See that movement? We have company.
No, I'm technically I can't see in the dark. Is there somebody out there?
Yes.
Should we hide? I mean, do they see us?
They're coming your way. Excuse us. We just need fire, please, and warmth. Some type of safety.
You're not going to try to charge us for it, are you?
No, we beg you.
Of course, join us, friends. You can hear the enlightenment of the new and upcoming Congregation of Whisper.
See. They approach. One is heavily cloaked and kind of walks unsteadily as one is leading them, and the one that talked to you is in the lead. Sit down. Thank you.
As soon as they needed
Friend,
fire, Broncho
okay?
like kind of like cut off one of his hands, and as like it falls down, he like grows a new. The like lump of wood that falls down bursts into flames as I use create bonfire as a cantrip.
That's crazy. You're helpful.
Just kind of grunts.
By the direction, looks like you're coming. You headed to Emberwood?
Yes, we are.
Hmm.
Are you?
No. We lost some people in Drakkenheim and some things we were looking for. And that place, that ain't no place for nobody.
Why is that?
Let's just say, be careful of those rats.
Is there some big rats there?
You'd say that. They like to talk. And they'll get up you if you're not careful.
Is your friend okay?
Voss? Yeah, he's fine. Just a little tired.
Okay. Insight check.
Against it check.
24.
He's not being entirely truthful. So he's quickly rushed. There's something there. Doesn't want to talk about it, though.
So what were you all looking for in Drakkenheim?
I'm penniless now, but I was actually looking for some paperwork. A deed to my ancestral estate, my family's land. In the war, things got taken over and things are peaceful now, but I was a young kid and my parents had gone. And most everyone who knew who my family was and who I am perished either in the meteor or the war. And let's just say those who do know who are left make like they don't.
Is your estate in Drakkenheim?
Some of it, but much of it was in some other lands around the country here.
So if you were to find the paperwork, you would own it?
I could prove my ownership, yes.
What would you pay for somebody to find your paperwork?
I get the deed to my lands. I'd have to say a good amount. I'd be willing to either give them a piece, or I guess I'd have to sell a piece, and I'd pay them from that.
Would you be willing to trade if, say, we found you your deed, the land that is in Drakkenheim?
Absolutely. You could take the Drakkenheim estate. That's fine with me. I don't think anyone really owns Drakkenheim anyway. I mean, no one lived there.
Well, not yet.
You got it. It's yours if you find it.
Where was it last at?
I don't rightly remember. I wasn't there in the city, and I know my home was there. People would talk about it, but we were just searching various homes. But if you are interested in helping, I tell you, if you there's the old Reed Manor, and if you go around the right time, there's someone who lives there. They sell portions out of it. Helps keep you alive.
So,
The family you'd be looking for would be the Von Grafs. Ludwig von Graf.
read Ludwig von Graft.
This here is Indra. It's the other person who's not covered. He was I was looking to pay off a debt, make some money. And Rickard here, he just was hoping to find some family members who were lost, hoping that maybe some survived.
I'm willing to help you out with this and willing to take the land that you don't want. But, I don't make deals with people who lie to me. And you lied to me at first when I asked you what's wrong with your friend. So, will you be honest now?
He's make a persuasion check.
You're gonna see her like touch her stealth, grip her holy symbol, cast guidance.
Ooh, could I help? I have the sentence I'd like to try.
Sure.
No harm will come to you if you tell the truth. You can have my word.
Well, with advantage, I got a 24. Natural 20.
Well, he's sick.
May I take a look at him?
Yeah, he found one of the strange crystals that are all around there in Drakkenheim, and he grabs the cloak and they take it off. See, this man, and his mouth is open, and you can see there's rot in the inside of his mouth. His tongue is completely gone. And his skin is tight. You can see there's holes in his arm, and you cannot even see bone in his right arm, and his left arm is fully no elbows and no fingers, but rather ends in a fleshy point like a tentacle.
Can I try to make a medicine check? Not to discern, like, if obviously he's messed up, but, like, more or less, is this killing him, this change, or is it just transforming him?
Make a medicine check.
Dirty 20.
You look, and you see. It's hard to understand. I think you're not sure. You don't think he's gonna die. You think he's transforming. You're not sure if he's gonna be himself. Right now his eyes are listless. You don't think he's fully comprehending what is happening or what is going on, if comprehending at all. This illness will keep him this way or not, but I don't think like true death is in the cards for him.
Wisp is going to pull the main guy off to the side, kind of whisper to him about what she found out. Like,
To Marlowe.
yeah, to Marlo. Your friend, he's not dying, but
Oh, you mean Ludwig? Okay.
but he's changing, and I'd keep an eye on him, because if he loses himself, I don't know what will be left.
Yeah. Well, thank you for looking. We'll keep him. We plan on taking care of him.
Make sure he doesn't hurt anybody, though.
He's just sort of been walking.
For now, because he might still have a little bit of himself. But if he was to lose that and his animal instincts kick in, most of them, like animals, either fight or flee. So who knows what he'll do? Just be careful.
Thank you.
Where would you be going once we find your deed? How can we get in contact with you?
We'll be in Atberg, I think.
Okay.
And I'll leave word if I can.
Yeah, Marlo stays there, so you can leave a word with him.
It is right. If you want to leave word on my company office, you are mighty and welcome to do. Give some information. I will. Thank you. Thank you. It's not as no, man. A lot of people lost a lot of things in that deal, and you can have your proof. That's good. It's good for this whole country that people get what was rightfully theirs. Right. And any ways you want to do as you take a rest for the night?
Nope. Not for me.
Redfield would take shifts with his acolyte to keep watch. They'll be particularly cautious about the person that is transforming, but they will make no hostile moves unless anyone is attacked.
Okay. Good. All right, then go ahead and make a perception check.
Come on, dice. Let's see what we get. 9 and 17. 9 being my cohort.
All right, so you got the 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on the die for my cohort, but they have negative wisdom.
Okay.
Is it eventful or do we get attacked by Cthulhu?
You sit there, and as the night goes on, quite suddenly, covered up, the person underneath stands. And they still covered in this cloak move quickly, their feet hardly separating from each other. It's almost like a quarter inch at a time they move towards their friend, but it's like 50 of those movements in a few seconds. This
Oh, so they're going the spirit from Dead by Daylight movement.
What do you want to do?
Red Blood, it's you. You're the only one I think awake.
Yeah, you're the one taking watch, Red Flow.
Yeah, I guess I'd very loudly say,
Halt! Stay where you are.
have my hand on the sword hilt and approach them. And I'd signal to my cohort to at least try and get Wisp up.
Okay, so you're trying to be loud and get people up. Fair enough.
I'm verging on being cautious. Like, I don't know if their intentions are hostile, but getting up and moving towards an unconscious person in the middle of the night isn't exactly inconspicuous, if you get my drift.
All right. As you do that, it moves suddenly, the stuff coming off, and you see hollowed, glowing purple eyes, octarine, as now two, not just the tentacle of the arm, but tentacles that have grown out of the chest, string forth, wrap around the neck of Edwin, and you hear that lets go the limp body.
Draws longsword immediately.
Everyone roll initiative.
Did we get woken up by him yelling, or are we still asleep?
Yes. Yeah. Just he yelled, this guy killed. That was basically what happened.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ugh.
What's happening?
7 in initiative. I'm next. It's nice knowing you all. I invested in strength, not dex.
And when you have a chance, get your character to DMD Beyond, because I have to type out Red Flow, and the spell correct does not like your name. You said 6?
7.
7.
Can you send me the Can you send me the
I did.
campaign link?
It's in the general.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look for that real quick. then,
Yeah,
because I
it's
can add
pretty
those.
recent. I re-put it linked. Very cool. All right, starting out, waking up. You see this creature. Branch, it's your turn.
Sorry, I'm gonna. Did we get the long rest or no? Not yet.
I'll let you have a long rest. Yes.
Then I will use my entangling vines ability again to ensnare him.
Okay. Cannot move.
And then I'll use my action to summon the wildfire spirit. I'll summon it within, if I can, 10 feet of him. If I can get like within 30 feet of him, so that way I can, on its summoning, he'll take. The
Yeah,
fire
you're pretty
damage.
close at this point. You're all within 15 feet of each other. There's just a small campsite.
Cool, and I'm definitely gonna make sure that it's more than 10 feet away from all of us, so no one else has to take the damage.
Yeah.
I need a dex saving throw.
Okay, yeah. I put just a picture to give you an idea of this, of what you might be looking at. Put that in handouts. Okay, very good. Okay, we got a dex save coming. That is 5.
That's a fail. He will take 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage. Very good. It burns. Ugh.
So I'm trying to figure out the thing itself goes. Okay, I see. I have to give it a command as a bonus action. Okay.
Right.
I already used my bonus action, so that's it for me.
Okay. Wisp.
Okay, is the guy that got his neck broken dead?
Yeah.
Okay, so spare the dying wouldn't do anything.
You know what? No, spare the 9 would do something.
Okay, so then
They'll just hit 0.
yeah, she is going to make her way over to the guy and reach down and go, "You can't die yet!" And cast Spare the Dying on him. And then bonus action, she's gonna look at this creature and be like, I knew this was gonna happen. And summon her spiritual reliquary beads and smack it.
Let's do it.
That is going to be 15
All right. 15 hits.
for 6 force damage as the beads smack him in the face.
Nice.
And then she... Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Red Flow.
All right, I'm gonna take my turn first this time. You said this creature was restrained.
No.
All right, no. All right,
Your speed
And
is
it-
0.
No, it is not.
Gotcha.
It's just speed 0.
Gotcha. Thank you. And you said that your companion, fire companion, wildfire thing is by them.
Yeah, it's basically flanking them compared to us.
Yep, I'm gonna join the flank. And I have 4 2d20, so I'm ready for this time. Wow, I got double 18. What are the odds of that? So anywho, Jim, you know how it be. Bonus action, make me a con save, a DC 13, or they get incapacitated. I expect them to beat this, though. I'm just gonna give it a try because aberration thingies are scary.
Yeah, con save 3.
Okay. I'm gonna be sad when this stops working high level. Alright, I'm gonna jam my sword into like the crystalline neck for 9 damage and keep it held there to slow them.
Okay.
It's like when zombies in Walking Dead, like, I stabbed them, but they're still trying to get me. They just can't reach me for the time being.
Absolutely. You take your sign dagger, get it in there holding them, and as you do, it goes in deep. It's softer than you expected. Where you thought you'd hit bone and kind of get it under the bone so you could hold them tight, causing them pain. Instead, the bone is like this jello substance as you just get deeper and deeper, and you end up cutting through down to their pelvis. No bone, and it falls in these 2 halves. The larger half where you cut kind of opens up, and 2 heads pop up. And they smile. I'm looking for Sylvie. I'm looking for Ellen. And the flesh that should be dead kind of almost liquefies, comes near them as they reform into 2 that now you have our faces are asymmetrical. Each one has like 1/2 of that, but then the whole thing is symmetrical from there with their faces, and so they're now looking entirely off of what they should.
Oh, lovely.
Redflow, what'd you do?
I don't know.
With that, the first one is going to go ahead and
Hey,
attack
it's my
Red
turn.
Flow for 13 to hit.
No, but Jim, you forgot. My cohort has the turn.
Sorry about that. Continue.
So I incapacitated the thing, and then it went Resident Evil split into 2 new creatures.
Pretty much.
All right. Dumb question. Could I have my cohort take the disengage action, walk up and drag the unconscious person away without them taking attacks of opportunity? As they're like doing a shielded retreat while I basically distract them?
They would, like, can they do disengage, or do they have disengage?
They can. I believe they can.
Then yeah, if they disengage, yeah.
Yeah, that would they basically just eat up my turn, so that that dude isn't in immediate danger. All right, I'm sorry for interrupting. Please go back to beating up on me. But my AC is 18 for easy reference.
Yeah, each one throws their tentacles at you. They burst more out of their stomach area this time, forming, trying to grab you. You're able to get up your shield and your dagger slicing, avoiding both of their attacks. And we're back to brunch.
All right. So I just gotta check the range. Up to like within 5 feet of my wildfire spirit, and Branch is gonna stick out. He's gonna end up turning into like a burning whip of like of like bark and vine almost, and use shillelagh.
Nice.
I missed.
Mm.
I will then also your spirit look basically like a small ghost. Just be like bottom half, legs or anything. Small little like beady arms, big glowing eyes, just a little like flame spirit.
Nice.
Like physical embodiment of flame, looks like a tiny doll with ghost like legs or whatever those are. Crispy thing. Then I use my bonus action to tell the wildfire spirit to teleport me and Redflow back 15 feet away from them.
Okay. The fire moves around. Whoom.
And
And do they take damage?
the two people left in the area need to give me dex throws.
Yeah. That is 4. I'm sure that fails. And 18.
18 succeeds, 4 fails. The 18 takes nothing. The other one takes 4 fire damage.
Nice. You got it. Yeah.
That is it for me.
Wisp.
Okay. I am going to. What should I do? Yeah. Wisp is going to cast. Bless. On Branch, Priest Redflow, and what's your cultist name? Zane?
Bright shot, who so
Bright
far
shot.
has not landed the shot.
So now he's blessed. And then that will be my action. And then she goes, "Come on, beads!" And they start winding up again, and striking at one of the creatures
Got it.
for a 23.
Gonna hit.
6 force damage. Just smacks in the back of the head.
Nice.
That will be my turn.
Okay. Red flow.
I guess I'll walk back up to the monsters and flank with the fire spirit, for lack of a better word. Man, I dropped it. All right. I'll prioritize the one that I've been hitting, assuming that Yeah, I'm just gonna prioritize the one that I've been hitting.
You got it.
All right. And what is the bless? A D4?
Yep.
All right, let me grab that real quick. Never know when you might need it. I might need that. 14.
Hits.
Wow. I rolled so low I was concerned. But then again, I suppose they aren't exactly armored. Redfield's gonna slam into them for 9 damage. And seeing a lack of anything else they can really do at this time, they're gonna hand the reins to Bright Shot. Will also attempt to hit them. Wow. With Bless and just the die, I rolled a 14.
Hits.
Same creature. Come on, let's see how big their first damage is. Let's go. Ooh. Alright. So, Bright Shot begins incantations reminiscent of Wisps spells and proceeds to lash out with a purplish pink bolt of energy that slams into them for 10 force damage.
Nice. With that, this thing is rendered into dust, leaving only one left. Anything else?
Redfield will say,
Make peace with your gods.
and that'll be my turn.
Got it. Its tentacle tries to wrap around you for a miss as you're able to sidestep it, and its flesh and just moving randomly. You can see it's almost just hungrily attacking anything, not with much of a will or strategy. And Branch, it's your turn.
All right. Put out his hand as it suddenly bursts into flames, and he'll just like point it forwards, and a stick will just shoot out of the palm of his hand that's burning and just casting pretty the guy.
Nice. Is that a save?
No, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
You have a D4.
Yeah, I think it's still hit because 17, but 18.
Yep, hits.
All right, for 3 fire damage.
Nice.
I will command the as a bonus action, I'll command the wildfire spirit to make a attack on this guy.
I believe I'm
His
flanking
flame
it.
steed. So yeah, basically he's just
melee.
the little fire guys basically just like spit a little ball of fire at the guy from where he is.
You got it.
17 to hit.
That hits.
Actually, it's higher to hit, but still, that works. For 4 fire damage.
Okay, very good. Anything else?
That is it.
Hey. Nixel.
All right. Action. Eye of Ra. So it's a cantrip out of Vlada's, but her eyes start glowing as one of them starts glowing this bright sunshine light, and a beam shoots out of it, almost like what's his face from DC.
Superman?
No, not Superman. The Omni beams from who I can't think of. Not Apocalypse.
Omega
Other one.
rays from Dark
Yeah,
Side.
yep, Omega rays.
Dark
like
Side.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
You see like these orange beams of Omega
Yeah.
rays come out, and
Sharp angles.
that is a 9 plus 6, so 15.
15. That's their HP. How do you want to kill him?
Oh no, that's a hit.
Oh, hits.
4, 8 radiant
8.
damage,
Nice.
and they can't technically take the hide action now. And
Okay,
then
burning.
And then the radiant beads come swinging behind it, of force. Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh.
And they miss.
Red Flow.
Oh no, guys, this is going to be really difficult. The GM said 50 health. I'm covering for you, GM. Hold on. Let me roll this D4 twice. Alright, what is this? 20, dirty 20 to hit for Redfield.
Hits.
Slams into it for, let me see, 12 slashing. And,
Right. How do you want to kill it?
Well, apparently I split it in half one time. I'm gonna split it into a fourth now.
All right. And finally, it comes down, and the piece is no longer moving.
Redfield will look at the two. I believe the one conscious person that's left of the party that got here, because the guy that almost got like strangled to death is apparently in stable condition.
Next time, let them make peace with the world and in them before it gets to this.
Next time, ain't no way we're going back in there. No, sir.
Valid.
Hey,
Count yourself lucky then.
I do. The horrors in there. You're not ready for them, but there's countless types, things similar to that. I didn't know that's all those things in there. They once were human.
Redflow will nod solemnly.
All right. One of them. But just make sure you a bit keep in mind they can gang up in there. A lot of those aren't not pretty.
Good to know. Alright, Bright Flow. Or Bright Shot. Come here. Time to dig a hole for the dead body. And we have to just lay him down to rest. And anoint him so he could join us in the afterlife. And Wisp is going to make Bright Shot dig a hole for the dead body and then bury him.
Yeah, I see Marlo here. I go, well, he participates in the funeral. Then he comes up to you, the three of you. I've never seen I heard stories of the contamination by delirium. About those crystals. But I ain't never witnessed it firsthand. No, sir.
Yeah, that's definitely something we should not play around with.
Do not. If you have to handle it, you got to be careful. There are those who deal in it, but don't just go touching it like that. I don't like what they say he did. So you know, I've heard stories of things far worse than that. Some say result similar to this poor man here. People go in and one person fell into a hole of that stuff and told me his whole crew did. And they all came out. 5 went in, but they came out as 1.
That would be like a lot of voices in your head.
Yeah, well,
You claim to have heard of this but never seen it?
Nope.
Do you remember where you heard of this?
Oh, in Emberwood. Said they, what I hear is there's different people and different groups that control gates here and there, but they at least know if they see people who have contamination, they don't always let them walk like that. It all depends, I guess.
Wisp will turn to the people. When did your friend pick up that crystal or come in contact with it?
Well, I don't know, 3-4 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. That means whatever does contact happens quick.
Yeah, set on a little slow. I mean, his skin went and tentacle, then he just lost all. Anyway, be careful.
We will. You guys should be careful on your way back. There's some guys that are like saying they're guards on the road. They're really not, and they're just trying to charge people money. So if you could sneak by them, I mean, it might be a little more difficult because you'd have to go off road, but at the same time, I don't know if you guys have 25 gold each.
We'll try to avoid it. We had no money on us.
Yeah. And yeah, if nothing else, I think the next morning, as they head off when we head up our own direction, Wisp will go to them and be like, "Now, be careful on your travels. Remember, follow the coven of the Whisper. It's up and coming." And she's gonna pull out some holy water and splash it in both their faces. You are blessed by the mother of the Whisper.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're lucky. You're getting off. Normally I charge about 50 gold for that water splash.
We are indeed blessed.
Yes, you are.
While Wisp is preoccupied, Red Float will approach Brian.
During the procession, you did cremate the corpse, yes.
Wisp.
You're asking me if I remade the corpse?
Cremated the corpse.
Oh,
'Cause he
cremated.
did use bonfire.
No, I didn't cremate the corpse. It was not everyone wishes for their bodies to rest that way.
Past experience tells me those things don't tend to stay down for long. I would advise to do so next time.
Yes, we will, but Wisp wanted to bury the dead. I felt no need to argue against it.
I wish to voice my concerns, as that may present a threat in the future. That
Yes,
will be
next
all.
time. Next time I will make sure to burn the bodies away.
And then Red Flow will resume their post and scan the horizon for threats.
What you two talking about?
Burial rights.
Cremation.
Cremating burial rights?
More or
Is that-
less. Whether or not burying the dead is the right move, or if we should burn them to reduce the odds they come back.
Oh, I never thought about that.
You can charge extra and spend less time with them.
And we could put them in little jars and give them back to the people, so then they can take them with them.
Indeed.
Sounds
Yeah.
weird to carry around a jar of ash,
But
but
it's like a memorial thing.
They could spread it with the wind wherever they travel.
Yeah, we can like also make people like into deliver notes that say like, you have to take me here and deliver my ashes, and we'll charge extra for that, you know. This will work. I like how you guys think.
Your thoughts and schemes. You continue along the road here. You move further up Champion's Way. And you see many more forsaken farmsteads. Dark, almost black pine forests. And you start to hit abandoned homesteads and residences, windows nailed shut. But as you get closer to the heart of this village that you now pass through, it's more lively. Conversation, laughter, and music resound from several taverns along the main thoroughfare. Bustling market square, and a few crowds are here and out. You see the light of the sacred flame glow within a stone chapel at the heart of town. Well, here we are.
We made it.
Indeed. Meet me in the market square if when you want. I'll introduce you to my friend Armin. He can probably help you out getting equipment you need to go into the city if that's still what you're looking to do. Other than that, I have to say the Bargain Buzzard, if you're looking for a place to relax and get a good meal, is pretty good. Also, the owner there, Karen. Karen, she'll hook you up with one of the empty cottages if you need accommodations for more than a night or so. But I appreciate you. Like I said, y'all did good, and well, I'm quite sure that even with our issues, those people we gave succor to, we still might have died. And he'll hand each of you 5 gold still.
Well, thank you, Marlo.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, I couldn't have saved their friend, but we at least saved them.
Yeah, well, some small mercy.
Exactly.
But take care, and do hope you're not one of the hundreds who die.
Me too. We'll see you in the morning at the market.
Right. As he leaves you, you hear a voice behind you. Hi!
She spins around quickly. Hello?
First, you don't see someone till you look down, and you see this red-headed, freckle-faced young girl. You're new. I like new people.
You're cute.
Thank you. Though, really, I'm Emma. Emma Crow.
Emma Crow. I'm Wisp.
Ooh, Wisp. A good name.
Thank you. Do you know this place well, Emma?
I am an expert.
Would you like to make a gold today?
That would be awesome.
Would you want to show us around all the cool places here?
I would gladly do that.
Here you go.
She grabs it, puts it in. All right. Excellent. And begins showing you around. Goes, first, follow me. And she starts marching this way.
Whispers to the group and goes, "Guys, I found the perfect tour guide ever. They know the whole town. This is Emma Crow."
Can I do an insight check on her to see if she actually wants to give us a tour? If she's has something else planned?
Yeah.
No, sorry,
Insight check.
it's mainly to see if she has an ulterior motive. 18.
I was really 18 insight. You could have looked at her, and she is taking you, and the way that she's talking, you get the feeling that maybe she approached you to give you a tour, and that she
Makes
had a
sense.
cost. It's just this was all her plan to the start with.
Cool.
All right, goes first. Yeah, she takes you to this small one-level public house. This is the Bark and Buzzard. You see the sign above depicts this kind of cartoonish vulture that's feasting on the entrails of a bloodhound. But both smile pleasantly, up in the air. Goes, this is owned by the Osbergs. Mostly Karen. You know, I once showed a group of adventurers here. They were really fun. They had beards, all of them, very short dwarves, my father called them. I had never seen them before, but they were really cool. I heard all their bodies were found in several pieces strewn about the clock tower.
The clock tower in this town?
No, Drakkenheim.
Ah, that adds up a little bit more.
You don't go to Drakkenheim ever, do you?
Oh no.
That's good.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, though my father did buy all their gear that was brought back from their corpses. He does that a lot, he says. He sells them things, then people die, and those same things get brought back. He always says that's why you have to make them good, because then you might not need to melt them down, but you could just resell them.
That's very businessable.
Mm-hmm. All right. She'll continue. And she takes you to this lavish 2-story building. It's surrounded by a veranda decorated with swirling lily motif and painted purple. It has ornate golden lanterns that hang between the veranda arches within the curtain windows. You can just see inside. There's 4 large golden lamps that light a small stage set before candlelit tables with floral arrangements that line the wall. This is the Gilded Lily. The proprietor is Killian Van Dyer.
Is this another place you stay?
I don't stay here, no.
Oh,
But
travelers.
Travelers. It is a good place. It's more just a tavern. Not many people actually stay here, though they do sometimes come up here and drink different things. They get all types of drunk. And often they come here before they go on in. It happens, and they take a show. The people sometimes they go and sing, and I remember this one singer. She was party and had an amazing her voice. I could hear her outside because I don't go in, but I heard her outside. And it said that if you go through the slaughterhouse market, that you can hear her screams.
I'm guessing the slaughterhouse market's in Drakkenheim also?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I wonder if it's still pretty like her voice, though.
I don't know. I hope so. Because I'd hope that even if you die a horrible death, you still sing nicely. That'd be good.
That would be good.
Right. You see next, see this kind of dingy place. Looks like it was an old farmstead at one point. There's this skull that lacks a jaw that's impaled upon a rusty sword and that's embedded beside the main doors. He goes, all right, this is the skull and sword. No one knows who this person was, but it is tradition to greet and say hello to them as you come in.
Hello, Mr. Skull.
My father says nobody good comes here.
So only bad people come here?
That's what he says, and I'll tell you, you'll seem nice. Some people I led here, they stopped here during the tour, and they never paid me.
They're jerks.
Mm-hmm. That's why I thought it was really funny when some people came back with their money pouches. I recognize them because they were in red leather, and I'm pretty sure that their intestines were all over them.
That's quite something.
Mm-hmm.
Was the leather red or was that just blood?
Well, it was red leather. The blood made it kind of brown. You'd think it's red, but then it tries brown. Blood's weird.
That's very true.
So where's your favorite spot?
And Wisp's gonna pull out another gold.
Ooh. Well. Mine. You want me to skip the other ones and take you to my favorite spot?
I want you to take me to the one that no one else gets to go to.
I don't know about no one else, but
You know what I mean.
okay. And she leads you more to the outskirts of town, where there's a small grove of dying trees. And you see 7 standing stones. I like it here. Not many know about this one. Only one person have I ever shown this place to.
Who is that?
Well, I don't remember everyone's names, but I call him Mr. Heartless because when his body got brought back from the ruins, there was a big hole where his heart should be.
Aw.
And well, he was dead. But goes, look, and on the 7th stone, she shows that there's all types of there's legends here. They're all written on. And between all of them, there's a stone pedestal that has all these animal bones, plants, and candles on it. And she points down this dirt path. Goes, that's old Zoya. She lights these every night.
Do you know why?
She just says it protects the village. I asked her once. She said, even though the flame is here, nothing is better than the old gods.
Does she, old Zoya like new people? Or does she like to stay by herself?
She likes their gold.
What's her favorite type of food? Does she like pastries? Does she like candy? Does she like...
She really likes licorice.
Do you know where to get some licorice?
There's this mischievous smile on her face, and she takes out a small bag. Do you have more coin?
Yes.
She'll give you 4 silver.
She hands it.
Oh, thank you. That's her favorite licorice. Well, it's a good deal. She sells. My dad told me this word. Potions. And sometimes those who are real messed up because they touched the delirium, she can help them. She goes, wow, and they tired, but they are better.
That's really cool. Hey, Branch. Hey, Branch.
Sorry.
Does this place look familiar to you at all? I mean, is this what those circles are like? Druid circles?
Would I recognize them at all?
It doesn't look like a druid circle. No, it's a little different.
Do they look? Do they look natural?
Though
or
you
do they
do
look
say
man-made?
actually, they're natural, and you can see there is druidic writing. You would think a druid tends this place.
Okay. I definitely think someone in tune with nature tends to these grounds, but
Maybe old Zoa's like you.
possibly.
That means maybe you would be a good person to talk to her. I got some liquor she would like. Do you want to come with us to talk to old Zoa?
Yes, I believe it'd be smartest. I mean, if they are a druid, I could always speak to them in the ancient language, and if they understand, we'll know.
Wisp
Oh.
turns to the little girl.
Do you want to come with?
Okay.
Okay. Hop
Uh,
on.
And she like gets down so she can hop on her back.
Okay. She hops on, and you make your way
We fly.
down. Yeah, fly down the path. You knock on Zoya's door. She opens up. You see this older woman, very elderly, kind of this mixture of what looks like almost like it's fabric, but almost looks like it's moss that's gray that's over her. And she has like embroidered and crocheted leaves that are around her. Her fingertips are almost look like they're dyed in a red. She looks up. Greetings. Oh, I see the little crows with you. Then you're new. How can I help you?
Wisp pushes Branch forward.
I'm gonna say in Druidic, just like, hello, how are you?
Speaks back. Another one of the old ways. It's good to know you. I am good. And you. You are an old way yourself. I am honored that you visit my hut.
I'm pleased you're willing to have me. Not many friendly faces nowadays.
Oh, no. I assume you plan on entering the ruins at some point. Why, no one else comes here otherwise.
I believe we probably will at one point or another. We usually find our way into messes like that.
I likely be able to help you. Should you come under the issues?
What issues?
If you get contaminated,
Do you
But-
have a way to stop or reduce the contamination?
I can purge it.
Ah,
The old spells, the old things. Everyone wants to take new. But when you concentrate on the oldest purity of this land, that's when you can restore what has been changed. But it is it's quite tiring for the one who is purged. Some, unfortunately, come to me, and if I will, they've died from the exertion of the purging.
well, it seems like that's a better alternative to letting it take you over from the little bit of experience I have with it.
So, in game terms, she would be willing to help you. However, when she purges you, for every level of contamination you have, you gain a level of exhaustion instead. But you lose the contamination level. And it takes, and it can only take every level of contamination at once.
Okay.
And so the problem with that, of course, would be is if, let's say, you have 3 levels of exhaustion and 4 levels, or let's say 3 levels of exhaustion, 3 levels of contamination. If you take the contamination levels, that's 6 levels of exhaustion, which is you're dead.
6 levels of contamination, death.
But
Right.
contamination you can't sleep off, correct? And
Correct.
exhaustion you could technically, I mean, not, but you could technically take like a couple days and try to like recuperate if you needed to.
Right,
From
before
those-
you went in, but
Yeah.
then the contamination has a chance to spread and get worse.
Yeah.
So there's a game you can play, but yeah,
It's a high risk game. But
it
yeah,
is. It is. So just things to
think
one
about.
thing to keep. Yep, just keep in mind on how all this works.
I have the
And-
Risk board game. Let's go. I lose.
And this way you purge contamination, can it be taught?
Can be learned if you're careful. You may the clues can be found within the city, and if need be, I might be able to connect some dots if you cannot.
Are you talking about in the city of Drakkenheim or this city?
Drakkenheim.
I assumed.
Most people, if they're talking about the village, they're talking about here. The city, they talk about Drakkenheim, or they call it the ruins. Either one.
Makes sense. Can you at least tell me where to start?
I hope you understand when I say you'll have to let nature, what's left of it in there anyway, tell you. I'm not trying to be
No, I understand.
elusive.
That's how it works. Oh, and we also brought you some licorice. We were told you really like it.
So now, keep in mind, for me to do those services, it's quite costly. To find everything I need, this would be 250 gold a person to take care of the contamination. So if you have gems or relics, I'll exchange those as well.
Or licorice?
Do you have licorice?
We brought you licorice.
Hmm.
Your favorite kind of licorice, too.
I'll tell you what. For licorice and 25 gold, I'll give you a healing potion right now.
Does anyone have 25 gold even?
I have 20.
I have. How much do you have, priest?
If I was given that 5 gold, I'd have that 5 gold, which I will offer to the cause.
I have 12.
Fine,
gold.
I'll just give my 20.
And I'll get my 5.
You get a healing potion.
Who would like the healing potion? I mean, Bronch, you sort of bought it more.
It's fine. I can take. I heal on my own.
Priest, here you go.
Red Flow will connect it to their belt.
Old Zoa, Little Crow was telling us about you protect the village by lighting the flames every night around the circle out there.
Yes.
Would it be? I mean, is it safe then to stay around here?
Mm-hmm. Emberwood Village is quite safe. I mean, safe as anywhere can be.
Is it okay to sleep outside in the circle?
To tell you that I don't think there are any horrors that would come near here, but unfortunately, I cannot protect this place from those who are protected in this place. There are unsavory types, especially at the Sword and Skull. So if they find you, wouldn't it be quite safe? Though they tend to stay away, but I wouldn't endorse you doing that.
You don't have an extra room, do you?
No, but Karen will set you up if you have money to pay. Other than that, if you don't, I would suggest you find a job, and the most lucrative is there are various people who will hire you here to go into the ruins, or you can just see what you find and see if you can sell it once you come back.
How long have you lived around here?
My whole life.
So you knew Drakkenheim before the meteorite fell?
I knew Emberwood Village. I did go to Drakkenheim occasionally.
What was it like before?
It was a very modern city. I'm of the old ways, but it did its job, and there was always tensions. It was, it was what it was. A bunch of people trying to do their best and addicted to what magic could give them. They could do by exploring into the arcane.
Thank you.
So as you go out to continue exploring the village, or end there for today.